Hey everyone, it's me, and VGchartz here, bringing you my review for Naruto Chapter 682. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a hard chapter for me to review. Yeah, I could get why some people, people would like the joke. Yeah, I admit, I did get a bit of a chuckle out of it, like the harem no jutsu joke, like the reverse harem one, but it feels so out of place at this goddamn point of the series. It, to me, like, now some could say hey, all it gets away with having humor during a fight, or like Kubo does. Granted, a lot of times, in full-on serious fights, serious moments where at how high the odds are, I'm not really a fan of having humor. Mainly slapstick. I'm fine with having say for example the protagonist throwing one-liners. Yeah, I'm fine with that. If at least if it's in character. And yeah, some could say with Naruto, it's in character here since yeah, he's essentially the #1 knucklehead ninja. But part of the reason why I enjoy the Pain arc so much, more in particularly his fight with Pain, is because it showed how much he's grown, how much he's matured as a character, and him doing this immature feign like the reverse harem no jutsu on Kagura. I don't know, it just to me screamed character regression. We're back with the character at part 1, which some could say, which to me would bring the weaker aspects of the character at part 1. The unlikability, because in part 1 Naruto, he did get pretty annoying, mainly I guess one of the things was how over-reliant he came with the sexy jutsu. Because, yeah, I guess, after, 400 chapters, it's good to see it again. But this is a chapter I am very, very conflicted about. And ultimately, it feels like I've been Kubo'd, if that makes any sense. The last chapter ended off with Naruto being yeah, I have a secret technique, no way, it was with him and Sasuke saying you want to use a secret technique. And what's interesting to find out what it could be would be the Death Reaper seal, which would be a big what the fuck. But honestly, I would like to see. And before you say, oh, but Naruto doesn't know the Death Reaper seal, I'm at this point I've given up. But he's fucking Jesus at this point, he probably knows all jutsus, so would not be surprised if that's the case. Which would have made me go, what the fuck, and made me actually really excited for looking forward to Naruto, because Naruto is going to end up going that far to defeat Kagura. And ultimately, while the jutsu fails, and it was actually kind of funny seeing Kagura's facial expression, while it's a bit blank, I just can't imagine what's going through her head. She's like, the fuck is this kid trying to pull on me? And yeah. And I will admit, I did like how it wasn't just a bunch of random characters, a bunch of father guys that never transformed into. It looked like he transformed into Sai, Jugo, and Suigetsu, and I'm huh, that's a nice little nod there, I guess a reference or something. But it does beg the question, which I could be forgetting this moment entirely, but correct me if I'm wrong, has in the past Naruto ever met Suigetsu or Jugo? Please tell me that. And enough of me rambling about the whole my conflictions with the joke. But I guess even though I'm going back onto it, to me it feels not much was accomplished in this chapter because of the joke. It just felt like a padding chapter, which when we get into the end of the chapter, that could be the only really significant thing, is that Kagura separates Naruto and Sasuke. Now Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi are in this ice area, and Kagura sends Sasuke to what looks like the desert. As it says at the end of the chapter, a different dimension. So, yeah. I'm honestly conflicted about this chapter. You know what? Fuck it. Here's what I'm gonna say about the chapter. It's, overall, I guess I'll give it an okay rating, something like that. It's, I guess, nice to see the sexy jutsu back, but I feel like this is at the wrong time in the story. The world's at stake, And while I don't mind one-liners, I don't like. I kind of would technically throw a sexy jutsu in slapstick humor, but I do get annoyed with seeing slapstick humor in full-on serious moments like the fate of the world as sick. And it's and yeah, and ultimately, aside from Sasuke getting separated from Naruto, which could have just been easily done in the last chapter, it ultimately this chapter didn't have much in it. Hell, I kind of want to say Bleach had more was accomplished in fucking Bleach this week than was Naruto. And hell, you know what? I'm just gonna say this. It felt like I've been Kubo'd, if that makes like with me being Kubo, that means essentially it feels like Kubo was in a troll mode and he was the one that actually wrote this chapter, not Kishi, because that secret technique I was wondering what it was turns out to be the reverse harem jutsu. Yeah. Overall, I would say this is an okay chapter. Just the joke didn't really click with me. And yeah, overall, okay. What were your guys' thoughts on it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you somewhere in the middle? If you guys like this video, leave it a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. And yeah. Anyways, I'm a Game Nerd, signing out. Peace.